Hey folks, and welcome to part 3 of my test run through leveling 1 to 20 while taking as few hits as possible. I say test run because, well, are we actually going to be even getting to 120 before the pre-patch? Who knows? Anyway, last time we ended with level 40 and 9 hits, so how many more will we take this time? Let's get started. With epic riding, we fly to Booty Bay. The northern part of the Cape of Stranglethorn has a number of stealth mobs, so we're sticking down low. That means gorillas, pirates and giants, none of which cause us too many problems. The only concern are those swashbucklers who like to CC our Felguard, but luckily the dogs managed to take over threat. Did I say only concern? Well, that respawning pirate was too. And the fact that I forgot to pick up a quest here as well. Whatever, that's all we can do in Booty Bay, so we take the teleport quest to the Plague Lands. Here we start off with the Saurian and 3 quests, but instantly 2 of them cause a problem. The Abominations will hook us and cleave, so that's 1 hit. As for bombing the tower, have you seen how fast these skeletons are respawning? That is not happening. That means we're off to the Alliance camp, where it starts off okay before the first of Western Plaguelands quirks. Some very weird aggro. Here we have friendly ghosts, using an item for a quest that can make them aggressive. Unlike Westfall, where neutral mobs can turn aggressive, hence why we skipped it, here we can get a head start and stand further away, except, wow, look at that threat. There is no way our Felguard can match that. We get hit, but it is possible to control them with axe toss and a greater distance. Moving along, we reach the Argent Crusade. We skip the vegetable quest, another one which will spawn mobs next to us, but we take Zenkiki for a spin. And here we see his weird threat, or how it seems to give us threats, not our pet. Luckily the number isn't quite as high, so our Felguard can battle for threat and take it occasionally, but we still need distance and a safe area. Next up is the Lumber Mill, where we have some easy quests, especially staring spiders, and it's up to Heartglen. We pass on training trainees because, again, neutral mobs turn aggressive, but we can turn in the other quest chain until we reach another neutral mob that turned aggressive. You may spot a pattern here. That means one last area, the farmstead, which we easily knock out, but again, I pass on a few other quests, namely oozes that multiply. That means it's Eastern Plaguelands, and I'm unsure when to venture to the south, as I do want to do Swamp of Sorrows for the reputation. The idea of killing vast numbers of wildlife to get the caravan quest started does not appeal to me, so we move to the first tower. Here we can kill off 1 troll and 1 wolf, but we can't do the rest of Pamela's quest chain as looting her doll causes invisible mobs to aggro. So it's on to the next tower. Here we battle through a town which has the most visible, unseen shades I've ever seen. But the idea of standing near water elementals to drain them does not appeal to me, so it's on to the Scarlet Crusade. These mobs are fairly simple to kill, but during the keep I chicken out of the archer because, well, he's an archer. So with that done, and a healthy level, we half back to Stormwind. Swamposaurus is next, so we can get our revered with Stormwind, and it starts off well, except for a rapid respawning Kodo rider that aggroes us, but thankfully, his Kodo itself is slow to aggro. With the Stoneheart quest done, it's time to look at the rest, and we skip the lost ones because of evil archers. With the goblins, I have another close call, with an evil fish this time, before I encounter a problem. Or is it a problem? Absorptions. I saw Absorb, from our Soul Leech, so I stepped on another mine to test. And my combat log is not showing absorbs because it's not enough damage to break it. The stats window does not recognise absorbs, so did I take damage? Well, I got hit, but not with damage, so does it count? Obviously we'd want to avoid potential hits in the future, but the ultimate challenge is no damage, so maybe they're fine? I'm unsure, so that's why they're marked with a question mark spot. To carry on with the goblins though, we go to help out the green dragons themselves, and have a brief panic as our pet is contagious. But he isn't, so just better hope that no major plagues happen in Azeroth anytime soon. That would be a real pain for us. Next up is the Blasted Lands, where we encounter another absorption, usually stopped in future by a wall. What a wall won't help us with though is Jumping Worgen, so we skip that, but we're still short. Luckily, Swamp of Sorrows did have 1 more quest hub for us, and we hit level 58. Since we're close by, we head to Outlands. By the time we hit 60, we still lacked the gold needed for flying. Luckily, Outlands is fairly safe, though some of the quests don't actually reward gold, which is a bit of a pain. But I do of course have to play Outlands carefully, avoiding these burrowing creatures, staying away from the infernals, avoiding the respawning mines, and before we finish off at the Temple of Telhamat. We're still short of gold, so was Northrend a better choice? Well, when we get flying, we'll test it out. In the end though, is it going to matter? Because I'm thinking we are not going to be hitting 120 by the time the pre-patch rolls around. Still, this is a test run, so maybe we just push as far as we can go. Anyway, until next time guys, thanks for watching.